was funny. All right, do you want to do a main show again, or do you want to do a different show? Main show again. All right. Yeah, and when you get a chance, maybe go onto my YouTube channel and start scrolling through some of the Fall Guy videos. And some of them I do the whole show, so you can see strategy-wise how I get through certain levels. Because I do typically, not always, but I typically have my preferred route that I find I can get through it the fastest. And if you follow that, I know you're a very skilled player, so it's just a matter of you learning the strategy, and then you can apply your own personal hand-eye coordination skill and do really, really well. Now, I hate this round. I used to love DoorDash, but they changed it. It used to be they showed a little hint on each door at the end which would break. So then, you could be skillful. You could be going, it rewards somebody who's out in front. But because it's totally random, you have no idea which door is going to break. It just comes down to luck, So it's kind of a crazy, chaotic round that I just don't find interesting at all, because it really just comes down to luck. There's just no strategy in it. Now I do use the hammer to give myself a boost. See, there you go, I won it. So I use the hammer, or they call it the Big Yeetus, to give me a huge speed boost at the end, and so I ended up winning that round. Now, there's not a big advantage to winning a round. You get some extra kudos, more kudos than the rest of the players that qualify, but that's it. I mean, I wouldn't get too worried about winning rounds. The most important thing is winning the show, and that means winning the final round. That's the most important one. This one I really like, but when the video previews the course, use that to track the tubes, because you can make a choice based on which tube you go into of what obstacle. I love doing the fans, so I do the fans right away. So I'm going to go to the left tube. The left tube will take you to the fans. And to get through the fans, just simply jump to the side where the fan went away and then walk in the middle, and then it's perfectly safe. You never have to deal with anything really serious. There we go. Now shoot. I just messed that up. What I don't like is the conveyor belt. It's not that it's hard, but you can't really go in a straight line. So it's always going to be slowing you down. So it's not hard, it's just slow. Now, on this final stretch, you have a choice. You can grab the bar, or if you just miss the bar, just jump down the tube like I just did. And it's a little bit slower, but you're guaranteed to cross the finish line if you jump into the tube. Oh, you're stuck on the conveyor belt. Yeah, I hate the conveyor belt. The conveyor belt's just slow. It's not nearly as fast as the other ones. Okay, now you're in the last section. So yeah, you want to jump and do a jump dive. There. Oh, you got to do that dive button. I don't know what it is on PC, but on PlayStation, it's the square button. But I don't know what it is on Steam. But the dive button is a really important skill to learn, because it'll allow you to do a lot of things that you otherwise just can't possibly do without hitting that dive button. Alright, let's see. Next level is, oh, airtime again. So you already saw my strategy here. Just stay on that platform that's right at the beginning. And the moment you see it starting to rise, run to that side and jump off it and grab onto the swinging bar that'll be right there. And either you can land on top of the bar if you jump a little early, or just grab it and then once you swing and the platform goes flat again, jump off. So here we go. So I'm going to wait for it to go up. There it goes. I jump. Up. There we go. So now I'm grabbing it. Now I'm going to wait. There we go. I jump back on. And now I wait again for which side. You don't know which side is going to go up. So you just have to be ready for either. Now I'm going to grab. Now I let go. And now I'll qualify. Now I don't even have to jump. And there you go. I won it. So that's a crazy easy level, and yet so many people just don't understand what to do. If you go ahead and change your camera and look at different players, they're just doing all sorts of crazy maneuvers, and it's unnecessary. You just stay on that platform and jump off of it when it starts tilting up. This may take us to the finals. Let's see. Yep, another final, another hexagon. One of the best finals is Jump Showdown, because that's one that everybody, if they behave themselves, can all get a crown together. It's one of the finals where it's not just last man standing. You can, if the timer reaches 5 minutes and everybody has survived, everybody left will get a crown, which is really kind of cool. That way, you know, it's not just one person getting a crown. Many people can get a crown. But there's often somebody who's grabbing people, trying to kill people because they're worried, I guess, that they won't be able to time out. And when that happens, there's not much you can do about it. Oops, that was a mistake. So you can see all these people running around. Oh, 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 oh. I screwed that up. That was my mistake. Okay, so I'm just going to jump slow and wait for people to catch up. Oh, shoot, shoot, shoot! Oh, the chicken beat me to the square. Alright, so I can exit. Now you don't have to watch to the very end if you don't want to. What you do is press the circle button and then say quit show. But once they show a winner, you have to wait until the celebration video ends before you can quit and start a new game. Yeah, so I think the thing that will get you better the fastest right now is one, really understanding all the different ways that you can use that dive button. That's going to be really key to doing really well in the game. And then the other one is when you get a chance, watch some of those videos that I've posted and kind of see how I do certain levels so that you become more familiar with it and see some of the different ways you can get through the same level, because they do variations. So each level, even though it's the same name, they throw different variants within the same level, so you have to kind of learn what to expect when you get different ones. Party Promenade. This one's really easy. It's just I mean, what are some important things to remember? I guess when you're going through the tubes, you know, use the camera angle to see where you're going to be exiting, so you're ready and prepared, so you're not like the camera's not behind you and you get disoriented. Like on this first tube, when you go out, you can try to aim for the small yellow tubes and they will give you a shortcut, but it's not really a big deal. What I definitely recommend, though, is when you go through the tube, immediately start jumping. A lot of people don't, and you'll end up ragdolling, and it'll slow you down a lot. So the moment you start going down the tube, immediately just start jumping. If you get hit by paintball, there's nothing you can really do about that. And then when you go through the tube that takes you to the swinging platform, always change your camera angle. Oh, you jumped a little too early, so you missed the bar. Now, it isn't necessary to ride that bar, it's just a shortcut. You can skip it if you want. Yeah, so you don't have to ride that bar. You can use the side gates that swing. Yeah, there you go. Yep, like that. Oh, don't get too close, you'll fall down. There you go. Well, you ran out of time. To grab that bar, you have to hold the grab button. Don't just press it once. So when you jump, after you jump towards the bar, immediately start holding the grab button and don't let go, which is the, well, on a PlayStation, it's the R2 control button. I don't know what it is on Steam, but you have to hold it. You can't just tap on it or press it just once. You have to press and hold. Then when you want to let go of the bar, that's when you let go the grab button, and then you'll let go the grab. And you want to time that at the end so that it's just in the swing, so you get momentum when you jump off the bar, when you let go of the bar, and then you'll hit a bounce bar and use that to get towards the next swinging bar. I mean, again, it's just a matter of practice. You know, your hand-eye coordination, I know, is very good based on how you do in golf. So you just have to practice and get comfortable with it. This can be either super easy or really annoying. It just depends on where you, like I'm in a terrible spot. I'm all the way down here, but sometimes you get a lucky bounce and you can get up to where there's a lot of penguins, like me, but then they grabbed it from me. Now I gotta run. Jumped. Yeah, see, that's the pain, is so much of it is just comes down to luck, and there's just so many people. The other option is just let somebody go with it and just be patient and wait for them to finish qualifying and then grab the penguin from them. So I'll just hang out here and I'll just wait. See if somebody comes up with the penguin. Yeah. Darn it. Come on. God, I'm just, this is the annoying thing about this level. It is so random. You know, whether you get one or not, it's just so bloody random. Yeah, that one's not one of my favorite levels, just because, again, a lot of that one comes down to luck. Whether how you start the round and where the penguins are, and if people are going to grab it from you, rather than just wait for you to qualify and then pick up the penguin that you drop once you qualify. Power Trip, you know, I have mixed feelings about any of these team rounds, because it ends, you could be the best player at it and lose because the other people on your team are lousy and don't know what they're doing or don't care or are purposely trying to lose. So I always get annoyed by the team rounds. Unless I'm in a squad and we're all working together and we all know what we're doing, then it's a lot of fun. But if it's with a bunch of strangers and they don't know what they're doing, like they're grabbing them from me, I was like, oh, why are you doing that? You're hurting our team. So when they get close like that, you want to throw it. Son of a bitch. See how I throw it when he's gonna grab me? Alright. Jesus. We got it. Got him. Yeah, so when you know somebody, like that guy was bound and determined to try to take it from me, when you know he's about to grab you, it's always best to let go of the grab button. That way the battery doesn't get tossed way up in the air. You just push it forward away from him. And then when he lets go, or when you have to, when it naturally breaks, you have the advantage to get to the battery before he does. And sometimes, like when you have a player like that who's just constantly on you, just don't worry about it. Just keep throwing it ahead of you each time he tries to grab you. Fall Mountain, this is not one of my favorite finals, just because a lot of it will come down to luck. based on the balls that are coming down, if they hit you or not. Um, I've certainly won it plenty of times, so I can't really complain. But again, it's not as skillful as some of the other finals. Okay, I'll win it.